Why not showing? What happened while I was away? Did it break? Like just all of it just broke. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past that. Oh no, it's not dead. Pop off, I guess. Start. Hello. Evening, good morning, good night. Man, what if we're all just living in one big tree window? Hello everyone, welcome. Scuff? Deadass?
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I
No
just
shot
tell it
at
like
Scuff.
it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Hello everyone. Good day. Is it Scuff? Not that I know of, at least. Hello. Welcome. It has been a while since I have streamed, folks. On a minute. I'm just fixing up the rest of the stream because I'm also gonna be doing some schoolwork while I am streaming because we are going to be relaxing today. Well, you guys are gonna be relaxing today. I am doing schoolwork while I'm streaming and watching the Arlecchino streams. Yes, yes. Thesis grind? Nah, I come from a research course. This isn't even a thesis. It's thesis level, but not thesis. That's a special letter. Thank you, Crack. I am very flattered you guys like my work. It has been a while actually since I've gotten back into the mentality of the grind set. I think
There's no such thing as
for a
pure freedom in this
year-ish,
world.
I was kind of
Even the wind
pitter-pattering
cannot
between
blow on
like a
forever.
lot of things. I was trying to get that groove back of making content for the sake of like wanting to make content. So but now I'm back. I actually, fun fact, school was what helped me rekindle that spirit of making more content for Aster, because like I don't know if you know this, especially if you guys are new. Aster as a channel started because I was I wanted to get into the field of social media branding, because you know Aster is still a brand regardless of of what kind of brand it is, and I wanted to know more about the audience research, and you guys are my test subject. That's why I call you guys test subjects. So after I got like several classes of mine, I had a branding class, and then I'm taking my internship soon. And then I'm gonna be taking, I'm actually taking a lot of audience research, and then I just realized that, hey, maybe, you know, I can go back to, not I can go back, but like, I have this like new perspective that I want to try. Yeah, you guys have been test subjects all along. Welcome aboard. Yes, this whole thing was a massive experiment. Thanks all for your help, by the way. If I may ask how many hours you would work on research theory and lore. Back in the heyday of chillwithaster, I used to work on it like almost every day. I had a little notebook. I had several little notebooks. I have to look for them because I used to handwrite all of my theories. So now, you know, I was kind of burnt out with Genshin. I'm just trying something new right now for a couple of I guess for the entirety of 2024, I'm going to be trying out something new. But writing the script, almost 95% of my videos are actually scripted. I think around 97% of my videos are actually
Even the wind
scripted.
cannot blow on forever.
So it actually takes me around, let's say, an hour or two to like research the topics themselves, like spread apart in a couple of days. And then writing the paper itself is almost similar to just writing the like writing a full-blown essay.
Relax.
But I would say that it takes me around a day. Just because I'm pretty busy right now. Are you gonna do 4.7 watch party live stream? I think so. Handwriting sounds painful. Depends on like what kind of person you are. I just like the feel of pen and paper. Hello, fellow Aster. Welcome. So I'm gonna be playing the Arlecchino story quest. I haven't actually touched Genshin Impact in a while, and I haven't touched it to the point that I got the Stellar Reunion. Like I pulled for Arlecchino and then I left because LCK and MSI were up. I'm so sorry. If you're wondering where I've been, I got taken by MSI and LCK, which is kind of funny because I have screenshots of it. I was watching League of Legends, the midsummer invitational, like their international tournament, and I was commenting. I don't remember what I was commenting, but like someone just said, "Aren't you that Genshin Impact YouTuber?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I just want to watch some LCK." I was like, "Oh right, I forgot." The recent video is amazing. Thank you. That came from the heart. It's really nice. Like I know it doesn't, make numbers, but I don't really care. I love some videos like that, like just storytelling videos. I actually really enjoy. But yeah. Will you be doing the Wuthering Waves video down the line? Actually, Wuthering Waves is one of the things that I'm going to be doing as a quote-unquote new things that I want to experiment with on this channel. I kind of got burnt out from Genshin Impact. I've been burnt out for a while, I suppose. So I'm going to be trying Wuthering Waves this time. I hope it's good. I really hope it's good. If it's not, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be so upset if it's not good. But yes. I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be nice. I want to do the Sino arc a second. She's Filipino. Yes, I'm Filipino. Greetings. Oh, fucking finally. I think Wuwa is gonna be released tomorrow. Yes, it's gonna be released tomorrow.
It's been a while since we visited Poisson.
Poisson.
Maybe we should head over and have a look around.
Poisson. Oh my lord, it has been a while since I have played the Genshin system. Alright, one for the boys. Come on, let's start the stream off right. You dick. Guess not. Wait, what? What is my pity? Poisson. Poisson. They rewrote 90% of the story after second. Ugh, it's giving me Destiny vibes. Not in a good way. If you know, you know. Scambush isn't gonna come home, so I'm not even gonna bother. He's not gonna come home. But I will try. He's gonna make me work for him! Nah. There was a time Aster pulled 3 Farinas in a row. Oh, that's true. That's my peak. Actually, no, my peak was still the Kazuha experience. I was trying to get Heizo, and then he would not come home. I got C6. I think I got C6 Kazuha before I got C6 Heizo, which is depressing. Wait, where was I going? I was going somewhere. We were going to Poisson. Poisson. Forgive me if I'm stupid. I haven't played Genshin in a very long while. Did you pull Xianyun? No! I forgot to pull Xianyun.
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh my god, it's him. Look at him. Look at my boy. I love me some complex characters with questionable moralities. Hello. Is it discussion stream or gonna do quest on stream? I don't know.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice.
Alright. Time to go work.
Over here.
He's so tiny. I swear. All Genshin Impact characters are sized like your average Filipino woman. I can say that. I'm like 5'1", 5'2".
To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my
So you
day.
love Fatuias?
I
They're all
certainly
tall
wasn't
though.
expecting it.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson?
Ah,
Wait,
yes.
Paimon's got it. You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
They never fixed, right? They never fixed the auto. It still feels weird.
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front.
What?
So Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
What happened to them?
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
More like, are they okay?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
So you're saying nearly the entire organization
I haven't
is
seen
moved
any.
to Poisson?
My Fatui enemy are so tall, but not the NPCs. The budget went to the Fatui NPC heals.
Well,
Since the two of you are so curious,
Jesus Christ!
perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
You scared Paimon half to death.
Father, you're here.
I forgot that Liddy had a small guy model, right? I was like, oh my gosh, he has a tall man model. No, Aster, that's the fucking hat, you idiot.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all proper.
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now.
Look at
Of
her.
course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
Indeed. Why? Are you doing a coup?
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for
Damn.
right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The
Yes.
House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past. As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth.
Another
It's
one?
an internal matter.
What sort of rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
So some sort of ghost story? Is this about... Is it like a ghost?
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth. So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving
Who we
the
gonna
situation,
call?
if you will.
Ghostbusters!
It shouldn't be much trouble at all. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Goodbye.
Of course, Father.
She shall be on her way. You okay, Paimon? I couldn't help but feel intimidated during the conversation with the knave. Now that she's gone, I feel like I can breathe again. She also says, "Ugh." And we stick around for a few days, but why?
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well
Maybe it's
known
just
in
a
the
voice
organization
direction
already.
for
A lot of people have been
Arlecchino. Like
talking
why she
about you,
breathes so much.
especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Sure.
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny. Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
I swear there has to be something. There has to be some weird foreshadowing that's been like for years about just how much Paimon eats.
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out
Poisson?
the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day.
1.0
In
Paimon, I
fact,
miss you.
today is the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go.
He's gonna cook
I'll
for
take you to where
us.
we're
We
staying.
stand a man that can cook.
Follow me.
My sister went in.
Too slow.
Be a house guest. Ooh.
Behold.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with! There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not. But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate!
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
Okay. Oh no. You know how we always say that like the story quests of the characters just never have the characters and they're like the NPCs. Is Linny being the NPC for Arlecchino's story quest? That is a oh, he has green hair. I swear Genshin Impact NPC models are so ugly.
Here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
Please go away.
No way!
No. No.
Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
We are legally not allowed to say that Arlecchino's quest is NPC in PAP because we're literally with Linny. Linny is the NPC.
One at a time, please.
Ew, this guy's like
Around the
eyes
whole
are merging
house.
into his
We don't want to
face.
scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous.
Oh, that's
Of
true.
course.
Special
Father
NPCs
and
are
Linny have told
are
us
super
so
dope.
much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that he can move a mountain with his bare hands.
Not
I
wrong.
heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel de Boer in just 3 days.
Not wrong either.
That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all.
Mine's also a bit of a stretch.
Oh, wait. When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right? Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you. Come on, we insist. I can give you some of my new potions.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna.
And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both. Huh?
Don't question it, don't question it, don't question it.
You guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
It's okay, Shepfu. You're gonna be fine. I was poisoned not too long ago. Damn.
Wait, when you said gifts, I didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics. But those are the best things we can give you.
That's true.
Like
Survival tactics.
Ooh,
I agree.
how about this. Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
Are they gonna kill him?
Alright, Fold Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the
Mama
thought that
moment.
counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything.
Least
I would say
unstable
your
Genshin
enthusiasm has
NPC.
certainly gotten across.
Really?
Yes. Please don't hurt us. We feel the love. This is exactly why I believe that Genshin NPCs are so good.
Awesome! It's been so long since we've had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know.
He's going to remove one of our hands, I swear.
Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
All right, see you later.
He sounds so familiar. This guy, this is good. This dude, he sounds so familiar. I just cannot piece where I hear that voice.
Bye!
Maybe Timmy is unironically a child of the House of the Hearth. Ever thought about that?
Poison! And
Thoma.
tactics talk just
Wait,
now.
deadass? Is that actually Thoma?
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth.
See.
When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets. Just out
Oh,
of
yeah, it
curiosity.
does sound like
He was labeled a
Christian
dangerous
bad.
problem child and was abandoned by his family.
Ban.
Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one. Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions.
Okay, so we slight age drop here.
I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk.
This is either
But I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
yeah. Hey, no worries about it. I think it is great that you guys are giving the survival tactics. I too think that you should do that. Always, I think.
Relax.
Right? Right?
Quit following me. Squall and fury.
Squall and fury. Oh no, I did an oopsie. Whoops. If you can hear paper on my end, do not be alarmed. That is a manual. I can't remember if like Yaimiko's and they are right. I'm not insane. I can't remember actually. Like who are Filipinos? I know there's like a lot of Filipino voice actresses. Or at least those with like Filipino blood. I can never tell.
Filial, supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are these two? Outsiders?
Is that Ganyu?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you.
I swear they all sound familiar.
Is that true?
I'm losing it.
Of course! We're making our way all across to that!
Okay.
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you
Yes,
seen
with
the new
Edith.
opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway.
I see.
You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Oh, and there's The Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting.
She sounds so familiar. I don't know
After
why.
this mission is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, maybe I should
Maybe
dye my
she's
hair.
not Ganyu, but she has like this breathiness
much
to
it
her that
cost.
sounds super familiar.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
Hey, it's rude.
I heard that.
Oh!
Paimon, they're gonna poison you if they hear you.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others. Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
He's asking you out on a date, traveler. Sorry, NPC, you don't got the riz.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Musa in the original Winx Club?
Well,
Oh.
they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
We shouldn't pry, we'll get shot. Listen, Paimon. I know you love the tea, but this is a mercenary house. We pry, we lose a leg.
You're right. We're only here as guests after all. Oh,
Yes, and I'd rather not
many
leave as a
things
victim.
before I head. Come on, let's catch up.
Oh, is the audio okay, by the way? I forgot to ask that. Is the audio proportion of my voice to the actual game okay? Oh, there's my phone. Okay, nice.
So,
nice.
What do you think of the members you've met so far?
They've certainly got a lot of personality.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Of course!
Then let's head out and... Uh-huh. Fremine, what are you doing here?
Well,
He's staring at the box. That's where he left his last victim in, chopped up inside. Hi, Fremini!
you too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
Yes.
We were just going to make
Welcome.
some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
I want seafood. Reception.
Oh, Paimon's drooling already.
Everyone that's working on a
Were you
paper or
looking for
homework
something
right
just now,
now,
Fremini?
please put me in the
Maybe I can
background. I'm also working.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water. And some clean cloth, if possible.
Do I have a
No
theory
problem.
submission box?
Give
Not
me a
so
second
far.
here.
Since, what do you call
Food,
this?
Water...
I'm kind of busy right now.
Wait a minute.
But it's okay.
What do
Maybe
you
in the
need all of
future.
those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
The plot thickens.
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night. Could be because I'm growing, you know? And...
Are you okay, buddy? You sound constipated. You sound like you're dying. Heard your professor is bothering you in some project? Yeah, they always do that, but it's fine. Usually my fault if I'm late.
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work. Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
Maybe we can just walk away, guys. This is some drama. For a minute, I don't want to leave you sad.
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, Does it have something to do with Father?
Yes.
Your lying skills need
Just
work.
follow me.
I don't know if that's like an insult or
Too slow.
I can never tell if that's like maybe that's not as bad though. Oh, I have to go up.
Too slow.
Your lying skills need more work.
Too slow.
Man, I want a pasta today. I want a pasta way. Figure out what Fremine is hiding. Freeze! Where am I going? Wait, what? What the... What? Down? Under the ship. Oh. My god, it's a child.
You're back. Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Oh, your voice is higher than I thought it would be.
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Avec.
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth. Just like you.
It's
You can
you.
call me Clervie.
Sheesh.
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No.
Oh
Not
no.
at all.
Yeah, I watched
That's
her.
not a name we have on our roster.
I know
I'm
who
sure of
she
it.
is.
What I'm not sure of, though,
Yikes.
is how she managed to sneak in. She
She's got
must be the
bigger
phantom
problems, but of
child
course
Father's
Lenny
been
doesn't know
searching
that.
for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
Oh.
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
For how long?
About half a month now.
Half a month?
So ever since we got to Poisson, then. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Do you? Listen here, buddy. I know you love your family and all, and I know that you care for this girl, but... we can make people disappear. You know, just... Goodbye. Remnant child smuggler. You know what?
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
I see no evil.
You
I
know
see
the rules of
nothing.
the House, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that.
Why? Do you not trust Father?
Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect. And not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility. If Clervie were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child.
Oh no.
I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
I guess it's just kind of sad that they basically spoiled
So
this
what's your
entire
plan,
quest's
then?
like
You
bigger
can't keep her here
storyline
forever.
with the
Someone
short.
is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to
Hermione.
disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clervie in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
Goodbye, guys. I don't think we should be hearing any of these. Bye-bye.
Those two sure care a lot about each other. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No way. They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
Ooh. Ooh, what do you mean?
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine.
Oh, demon
No
child.
one can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Linny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We
Oh.
grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them.
Shut up, Paimon, they're having a moment! Someone please grab this floating pixie thing.
It's raining. I should put my clothes away.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or... Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
everything's fine.
Mm.
Thanks for asking.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
Yes. Okay, but sometimes some can be Shut up, traveler!
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
That's fair. But still, I honestly think that this is a private matter. Maybe it's just me who values like that kind of privacy, but like maybe, you know, disputes like that aren't exactly for the consumption of your guest.
I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so
Nah, good luck.
I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
What?
Me too.
Whoa, what?
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clervie over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down. That means
Why are
finding
they
out
saying
where
they're
she
gonna
came
die
from
for
and what
us?
she's
What's
doing
going
here.
on?
Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
Like exercise her? You tried to exorcise her?
And?
And nothing.
She's an NPC.
But after some time, she just reappeared. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
I don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to work or anything.
There was a whole story quest regarding this thing. What do you mean you don't remember where you heard it from? An actual model instead of oh yeah, actually thank God. Imagine if they gave her like an NPC model.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot.
Actually wait, is that
Guess
an
means
NPC
we
model?
should go
Let me
ask her
see.
about her wish.
I think it's an NPC frame.
First, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
Especially not
Of
Lynette.
course. I promise.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
Ooh! Oh my God!
Whoa!
Surprise, motherfuckers!
Lynette!
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
I hear you talking shit and planning something without me, brother.
And, when exactly did you get here?
He's about to get his ass whooped. It was nice knowing you.
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
Hey, we didn't do
I've
anything!
seen Clervie around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out, you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
Most accurate sister behavior. Look at these two dumbasses.
If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk
He's
to
got the
Clervie,
blackmail,
we'll
don't
figure
do
out our
it.
next move.
Expert
There's no time to
blackmailer.
lose. Let's go.
Hey. Clervie, where are you from?
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys. She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Well, she's a spirit. She can't actually eat. I like how calm they are, by the way, of like spirits. Considering how they're so normal in Teyvat that like the moment you see a spirit, it's like, my God, they're back. They're back to inconvenience me from beyond the grave.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clervie can interact with the physical world at all.
I like how spirits are just
Still,
minor
when she's presented with
inconveniences.
food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are.
You're
Or
wrong.
maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Clervie, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clervie.
Hello?
Clervie,
Hello,
how
ghost
did
child.
you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
Whoa.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster, unless it's the roster of people who've been executed. Wait, does that mean the knave... she...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Your friend?
She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Oh no.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clervie, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clervie, do you have a wish?
Perry the
Wish?
platypus.
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
Oh? What does she want? Oh.
To go outside, where the sun can find me. That's it?
Sheesh, Paimon!
Easy enough.
Oh.
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
The hell did the previous knave do to them?
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clervie outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clervie was talking about, and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clervie. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
That's true, okay.
Understood.
Sense.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky.
That's true. I don't want to
Let me
disappear just yet.
Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
Yes. How should we contact you?
I'll give you a magic bird. If
What?
Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Yeesh. Okay, be careful. Hope you guys don't disappear or get into the tourist friend list.
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby. I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
Doesn't. It was really nice knowing all of you. Da, 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 da. I mean, I think she does. Honestly, I wouldn't doubt it. I'd honestly say that I am the, like, you know, common human sense, right? You just take the Torah. If you ever knew this horror in your life, you just like smack them.
Too slow.
Ew, it's you. Hello, child.
It's the Knave and Childe. Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
And where is your vision,
it's
my
you two.
friend?
I didn't expect to run into you here.
He's dying.
I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea.
Mr. Weasley!
I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So,
You do?
I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
My
What
goodness.
sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the Knave to help me track her down.
Oh no.
She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay, so have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
I wonder if they have any abyssal information there. Because as far as I know, like, not all of the Fatui Harbingers deal with abyssal stuff. Because they can't, right? You know, they'll die. So I'm curious if the House of the Hearth actually covers abyssal stuff. No spoilers, but like, you know, just interesting mullings. They had to send Scaramouche in there before he was taken and as a 6th seat. And then, you know, obviously the Harbingers each have their own dealings with the Abyss, but what about children? Like, what about children that, one, could probably not have a vision? Number 2 is not all of them have delusions. So I wonder if, like, that's within Arlecchino's prerogative to actually send them into the Abyss. And if she does, without, like, the proper training, that's so cruel.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found.
Yeah.
But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
You're dying.
The worst of it is over.
What?
It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over.
Oh my god,
But they really did help speed up my recovery.
Okay, he's not
And
poisoned.
that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrettor's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer.
Stuja.
Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better.
Oh, it's a
I've been
severe
waiting for
winter
a chance to see
program.
you go all
Okay,
out.
okay, winter
And what a
program.
sweet
Winter soldier!
that is.
Sorry.
But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is it! This is it! he's gonna be the winter soldier. Bucky? Winter is coming.
Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
Arlecchino is so
One
done
I
with
could do
these old
without,
men.
I'd say.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
They're just casually trash talking their colleagues behind their backs.
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Well, we just...
Wanted to learn more about you, Aye.
Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you!
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... Why do you call yourself father?
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
Child
The
in
fact
with
that
the
you have to
with the
ask
tea.
tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
No.
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
No.
Wait, don't go!
Please don't shoot us. Please don't shoot us. What this is about the House of the Hearth? What does the organization mean to you? Please don't hurt us.
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids.
Podcast?
Actually reminded me of Tonya and
Maybe.
Tusser. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard.
She's gonna kill him.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Childe just like, okay, my bad. Whoops. Does the Knave really treat her children like test subjects?
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
No.
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Yee! I hear some tea. Oh, the auto turned off. My bad.
Well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
What the hell?
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous. Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
But she's not from Fontaine.
You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine.
Aww.
Claiming that I myself was
Yes,
a
I've heard of
Fontanian
them as
simply
the
made it
other
easier
from the
to
other
operate.
harbingers.
People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well,
Aww.
you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
Random chest in the background not being claimed.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies.
Oh,
Looks like
she
I was
didn't betray
holding
the
on to some
kids.
prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
Oh no.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay, okay. I get the picture.
Type of conversation that would usually leave you falling asleep, but you find yourself faithful to Childe, providing you
Well,
more time.
would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
He's dying. He's just straight up gonna die the next time we see him.
Conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
Alright.
Yeah, I did a Fremine recap
Thanks
story.
for everything, Arlecchino.
I kind of wish that they didn't pull out the animated short until after Arlecchino's release, actually, with Clervie and Perrier.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
We should probably get going too.
Still a great story quest, by the way. I am loving this so far.
You want me to leave so soon?
Oh, what do you see?
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind,
see you
I
in that
think I'll
one,
stick
child.
around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
Please don't hurt us.
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall.
We?
The child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
Am I gonna try Wuwa? Yes, actually, I have it installed right now.
Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
I have no intention of being a Wuwa content creator for now, because I think I have too many on my plate already, IRL. So I might just play it casually. Hopefully the lore is good. I actually, the thing is, I haven't seen anything from Wuwa. The only thing I know about Wuwa is that I should try it because like it's the new praise thing. So I'm trying it completely blind. I told you I've been taken by the MSI. Okay, I'm sorry. So if like I've never seen any footage. I've never seen the characters. I don't even know any names. So I'm curious what I'm gonna be expecting tomorrow. I don't even know what kind of gameplay I'm expecting because I haven't seen anything, which is
Clervie can't go into the
kind of
sunlight.
stupid. Like all I know is that it can be multiplayer. It kind of plays like a combat, which is nice, right? Is this Heidel right? Are you alright? Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just doing a research paper.
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her.
I think I chose the
But
dude.
as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished.
God damn.
I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching
No,
me.
what do you mean cope sa sinuwa? No.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or...
No, I wanted to play with my
it wouldn't be a
boyfriend.
wish if that were the case.
Damn, that's how I die, huh?
Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
Did you try it? No, I haven't. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. My very first playtest. Not sure if pushing works on a non-corporeal being.
Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stream
Eventually,
WoW
the sun
tomorrow.
went down, so
But I
all
have a
could
League
do
of
was bring her
Legends
back
tournament
here.
tomorrow, so I'll see.
How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look. Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
Okay.
La Pouillade, Landois, Chambel, Horaire.
NPC number 1. NPC number 2. NPC number 3. NPC number 4. Tutorial test subject number 1. Tutorial test subject number 2. Tutorial test subject number 3. Tutorial test subject number 4.
Oh, yikes. That Horaire guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything
That's
else?
sad.
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, so that means the knave, she...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please.
Or get
So,
trapped in
if
the
you do try to
chasm.
leave,
Ekaterina,
you pay with your
God
life.
bless your soul.
Her name's not here, huh?
Yeesh.
Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find
Yeah, the
anything
new
out?
animations are so good. I'm so happy that they expanded that.
Fremine,
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the
Oopsie,
house
I
was
hit
a
my
little
mic.
strange.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chapleau and Filial are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
Yeah.
that's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves.
Yeesh.
But considering the rules of the house, most people would never say that out loud.
That's
People
true.
like Chapleau and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others, It seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something.
Just like you
Can't
guys?
say for sure, but I think they've met Clervie.
Oh
You
no.
think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Well, the child is
Clervie's parents
dead,
probably gave them
so...
the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrator have been working on together. Apparently, it
Jesus
has to do with
Christ.
a strategic plan for the future.
I'm making a video on that.
The Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
No shot! Really? You know what happened the last time that there was a project and it involved children? Yeah, so some people got injected with Archon residue from something known as a Div, and that's how we got Kali. So... You know what, guys? I'm gonna make a video on that. Let's do it. I'm gonna put that somewhere in my list.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
The last... Paimon, you know Kale.
Key role
Personally.
is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience.
Oh, did you know? Wait, before I continue with this one, I wonder if they're going to mention it. But did you guys remember that that's Neuvillette in the chasm, Katarina? She was basically saying very important stuff. I can't remember what she said. Something along the lines of like, in the future, all of us are just going to be fighting this like endless battle, and it doesn't matter like what side you originally were on. Like that's what that's what Snezhnaya is preparing for, something like that. I think I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. Kind of reminds me of that. Because, you know, she comes from the House of the Hearth.
Father
but I
thinks
don't
so
know.
too, but she's in no position to refuse.
Yeesh.
Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding.
Ooh, so Arlecchino's kind of trapped in between
It's
a rock
just
and a hard
that
place.
We'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
I'll say if it's we're planning something big, but given how little Linny and the others seem to know about it, I probably won't be able to.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife.
That's true.
You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought
But they're not
resolving
wrong.
the Clervie situation would make everything go back to normal. But it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filiol and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filiol and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clervie for now. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time.
That's so
Fremine,
scary,
keep a close
honestly.
eye on Filiol and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret.
Sounds like a threat,
Good work today, everyone.
but
Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
That's brutal.
Too slow.
And really scary.
Oh, I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all. Hey, you don't think the Knave will be too angry with Linny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you?
They're about to get a VIP into that Project Stuja.
If she
That's
were
for
to
sure.
actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
Paimon, shut the fuck up. Ugh.
Oh, well, in that case, we should just plan on running away. We'll grab Linny and the others and we can make a break for it as fast as we can. Look! Look over there!
Where are you going, ghost child? Where are you going?
Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees.
The whole ass ghost? We're lucky she's not teleporting.
Swan Fury. Search for it. Too slow.
Gotta follow the ghost child.
The wind rises.
Over there!
The tutorial line? Wait, what? Was there? No, I was paying so close attention. Wasn't it Rooster? Wait, where?
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast.
God, she's like teleporting. She's glitching into the Matrix. Wait, what tutorial line? Arlecchino's line about the tutorial? Like, or is it like in the quest and I missed it? Oh.
Oh, look! She stopped!
Hello. Oh, sorry. Hello, Clervie.
Clervie! Shh. I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is.
But she's a ghost, right? I'm not insane? Window, there's nothing there.
If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right? Please, help us get on the same page here, Clervie. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that? Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited.
Oh.
We're all expendable. Including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor.
Oh, there it is.
On, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again. And I've had enough. You're saying the Knave did all that?
Oh.
It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
Yeesh.
Mother?
I really wish we didn't get spoiled by that.
Title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again.
It's this moment that I kind of really wish that I never watched the anime short. But this is so nice. It's okay, Clervie. She's dead.
If only Perry were here, she'd understand. Perry. There's that name again. Also,
Banning Hoyoverse for
feeling.
spoilers, legit.
It
Hoyoverse
almost feels
spoiled
like
it.
she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
She's a spirit, it could be anything.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot. It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight. Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot.
Oh no.
We should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
Yeesh. She gives a weak smile and leaves on her.
Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
Alright, looks like we're all here.
How far
Let's go ahead
am
with the
I?
plan.
Is this like 50%? Before we do that, I have a question.
Oh? What is it?
Have the knave and the doctor ever worked together?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clervie last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him. We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership.
It's true.
I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Oh boy.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clervie was talking about?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation.
I see.
The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clervie referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clervie seems to think the knave and the doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clervie is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Let's focus on the plan for now.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. Alright, let's get to it.
Ooh. So worrying. Really scary, honestly. Genshin is finally getting threatened by another game? Is it their own? Finally. Competition is healthy, guys. I don't know what do you call this? From a company perspective, okay, from a marketing perspective, it's very healthy for the fact that we, the audience, get to get, you know, nice stuff. And we don't get to be given nothing.
Too slow.
I don't know if they're scared of Wuwa. Scared, okay, maybe scared is too big of a word. Genshin is almost too big to fall. And besides, it's not like if you play Genshin, you can't play Wuwa, right? It's not like a complete transition. But it's still a competition. It's still in the market. And it's nice to see that hopefully Hoyoverse actually treats them. Wuwa is a different target audience. Just because you have a different target audience doesn't mean that you're going to have a... Well, one, it's not like you're going to exactly meet that audience. And two is that they're just going to naturally come together. Like, just from the basis of, like, the core components of, like, Wuwa. Like, anime, anime, free-to-play, gacha, you know, like, the higher genres. That's something that we learned a lot in, like, marketing, actually. I have several classes on branding, and that's something my professor kept telling us, that just because you have a target audience doesn't mean you're going to meet that target audience. And, you know, that's gonna be something very interesting.
Quit following me.
So, I think... Yeah. We're gonna see, like, a lot of overlap.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
A little.
It's like if you say technically League and Dota aren't, you know, have like different audiences, technically speaking.
Perhaps if you had
That's
less
kind
on
of the
your mind,
vibes,
you'd be
yeah.
able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions?
Please don't hurt
Although
us.
I must profess to being curious. Without Childe here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Please don't hurt us.
Us? Distract you? Good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
We're just gonna get shot.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
So, you know everything then?
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia.
Please don't hurt us. That's all I
Good
ask
things
for.
come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
What should we do?
Please don't hurt us.
She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
Please don't hurt us. You should release the pigeon.
Oh, good idea. Hopefully
It's
you
rather
have some
Genshin
time.
to die.
Well,
Oh,
we
that's
should probably head
true.
to the
I
Palais
agree.
Mermonia.
Well,
Let's
let's keep the
find out what
Wuwa
happens if we
discussions
show up.
later.
Based
Don't
on
worry,
what
I have a
Knave
lot
was
of
saying
things to
just
say
now,
too.
It sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
But like, Arlecchino is threatening us. We have to go back to the matters of hand that we're going to get shot if we don't
Okay, then
behave.
We probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
Yeah. Sure. We got this. mother knows best. Listen to your mother. It's a scary
Seeing
world
as we still
out
have
there.
some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait.
Please don't hurt me.
I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
Not yet.
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately.
Please
No matter.
don't.
I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Are you here to beg for their lives?
And then the tiny
I'm sorry
ass.
to disappoint,
Are you
but the
gonna kill
rules of
them?
the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
Well, it was nice knowing them. That's how they die, huh? Child lost the first PC to die card.
Don't you care about them at all?
Cap.
They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Oh.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin.
Like
The
how they
House of the Hearth
immediately
is
went to
hardly an
homicide.
exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
Good! Sorry. Listen, I don't want to die. Hey! I just said I don't want to die. There's really no issue other way to
I would
solve this
imagine
issue.
Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid
What?
there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
But that's awful.
Goodbye.
Ah,
Into the funny
seem
farms you
concerned.
go, my friends.
out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clervie in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe. Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you.
No,
Do
the
try and keep better
birdie!
track of it next time. It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to
No.
lose it.
It's like when your parents find your
Permanently.
browser history.
Where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter
Leave
at
the
hand.
bird out of this. He's
I asked you to
innocent.
meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned. Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
She's not mad. She's just disappointed. Just very disappointed. Please don't hurt them. They're so nice. They're just. Oh, that's true. Depends on your browsing history, honestly. Hello, Neuvillette. What you doing here in this? Are you also the NPC of this story quest?
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Hi. Hello.
I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however,
The new
an
animations are
outstanding
so
matter that I would like
nice.
to see
I love
resolved
it.
before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
I stand to have that energy in life where you just like, no fucks to give.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette, so allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible.
We need to put
Most
the
of the rivers
silence
will
to
dry up along the
emphasize
way, disappearing into the
Arlecchino's
ground and
legs.
leaving
Guys,
nothing
get
but
on
a
the same
barren
page.
riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Okay. Number one, I am loving this animation for, you know, her sitting down. Number two, what are you saying? Okay. Is she sending off like a section of her?
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to
Is she
sip from a
endorsing the
glass
house?
filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
Oh.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future,
I see.
cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe assassin?
Tartuffe.
Oh.
Ah,
Him.
that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I'm inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
Okay. Okay, so I don't want an answer. Just I don't want to be spoiled, so I'm just gonna throw some hypotheses on what that was about. A part of me is thinking like she's like, instead of being indebted to the Fatui for funds, like for the Regrader and the Rooster, a part of me is honestly thinking if she's proposing to Neuvillette that the House of the Hearth becomes. Oh, I have to talk to Mr. Ray Chase Man. Okay. Don't despawn! Don't despawn! Do not despawn!
I believe I've told you before that my emotions easily resonate with those of others. Yet in the few meetings I've had with that Harbinger, I haven't been able to sense any aspect of her emotional state. Her mind is like a still body of water. Who knows what darkness lies in its depths, and the lack of ripples on the surface gives nothing away. It's unclear whether this is her natural state of being, or whether it's an incredible strength of will that gives her the ability to master her emotions. Either scenario, however, suggests she is a very dangerous individual. I do not expect an explanation as to why you two are by her side. Whatever your reasoning, I would only advise you to take caution.
Please don't hurt me. We don't want to be here too. We were just promised like free food and I don't know what happened. We accidentally got like caught into all of this. He is so tiny! Hello guys, I'm the 6'2" Harbinger. I'm so short. Oh my gosh. I honestly feel like he's taller than me though. Like, Scaramouche? Actually, no. I think he's either the same height as me. No. He's taller. I think I have an idea why. Yeah. If the big guys are like 6 feet, I honestly think that Scaramouche is like and like the short people models are like 5'5" or something, and that's taller than me.
What are you talking about back there? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay. Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Yeah, why? How do we stop her? No, there's something else we should figure out first. While we were talking in front of the Paimon, she mentioned Clervie's name. Does she know where Clervie was the entire time? Oh my god.
Oh, shoot. Are you alright?
Who are you,
Oh,
NPC
jeez,
man?
I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
It's you. I can't remember if you're Notorious Subject number 4 or Notorious Subject number 3. Wasted.
Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
It's you.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please.
Subject number
I
1.
want
Okay,
to.
NPC number 1.
It's not like
Gotcha.
I'm short on supply. All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyway. It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some
Congratulations
extra
on not
mora for
being
the
the
family,
Doris.
but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers.
Shut
every
up!
day.
Shut up!
I should probably just take on a smaller inventory, though.
Shush!
right? I'm
Before
getting
you
married
actually
soon,
get,
so
you know, never
sometimes
see
it's
her,
hard to not get ahead
the
of
light of day
myself.
ever again.
Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye.
Was his memory wiped?
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson.
Oh,
We
what if
even
his memory
acquired
was
some light
wiped?
reading to enjoy along the way.
He's like Tartaglia, like digging himself into
Actually,
like a deeper hole.
Why don't we stick around for a little longer? Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
Awesome.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clervie, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden?
She's gonna shank you.
Bad, are you?
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Damn.
Then what can you possibly...
The most important
Damn.
consideration in a
Got insulted like
negotiation
that, huh?
is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far.
Your condition. Let's hear it.
Wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay, sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide.
We accept your condition. She's gonna kill us.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Behold!
Oh. Okay.
The wind rises. Huh. Huh. Too slow.
Aizenkikaku. I like how it's like glowing red. Okay. Please. Oh my god. Calm down!
Too slow.
Hello.
What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble. No one comes here anymore, nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a Harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clervie and then her mother.
Ooh.
And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clervie?
Oh no. Why? He's a slicer. As we were talking about Clervie getting killed by Perrier.
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clervie's side of the story first.
Thank you for the
I'll
membership.
start
Welcome
from the
aboard.
beginning. Clervie was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children.
Where?
Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clervie's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clervie was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight. force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title.
Oh god.
It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose.
So
They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clervie was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clervie was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clervie tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
of course not.
Despite being Clervie's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clervie to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother.
Oh god.
To prove that she treated all her children equally. Clervie did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clervie's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Oh. Harry.
Wait, the friend that Clervie mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now. Clervie was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clervie longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end.
Oh
Despite
god.
their differences, the two became fast friends,
Small
united by their knowledge
Arlecchino.
of the truth. Clervie told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clervie proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes.
God, I feel so bad for her.
But one day that light simply vanished.
Oh no. What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies?
Oh no.
Mother herself. Clervie rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clervie never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clervie still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained.
Away. Death.
Precisely. Death was the
No
only way
shot.
that she felt she could be free. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clervie decided to let Perouere end her life. From that moment on, Perouere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Killing the person at the very top.
Who's Sabina, you mean? But...
Correct. This is the place where Perouere killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Perouere won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
So the Perry Clervie was talking about... It was you all along. You're Perouere. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
That was your story just as much as Clervie's.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself, and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father. And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
So are you really gonna kill the children? The Clervie we met though, who is she exactly?
Based on what you just told us, Clervie wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clervie we met... Was she really a spirit at all?
Actually, I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume. Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clervie is a very special case. Clervie died when she was 16 years old, but what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well.
I see.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
I see.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clervie is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clervie for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives. But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clervie to sunlight. They failed, yes? The reason is actually quite simple. In Clervie's mind, the house is impossible to escape, and it is this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
Ooh.
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way?
Why?
So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
Is this really what you want to do?
Whoa! Whoa, he speaks!
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Oh my god. It's the monthly
Whether as a
Zach
killer
Aguilar
or
line.
as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs.
He spoke.
Anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive.
Zach
Sorrow causes
Aguilar
you to
jump
waver.
scare.
Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall.
You know that meme where like a YouTuber comes back from the dead after like coming back with one video? That's exactly what it feels like to see Zach Aguilar, like to hear Zach Aguilar's voice again as Aether.
I do believe I've kept my end of the deal.
The spoken like
your
rent
friends
is
quite
due.
a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh boy.
Here they are, Father.
Oh, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me.
Falta's going to grow up exactly like Tertalia. Like, just give him a wig. Legit.
Lenny!
Y'all acting like this dude is like... Clervie.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time. But I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
The Traveler's voice lines in the profile are different. We barely hear him actually speak in Quest. So this is special. Real size.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clervie.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Wait!
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
Among us!
Traitors? Do you mean us?
Sorry, I'm a Gen Z in heart. But, oh, she's gonna kill them. Execution. Execution.
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Telltale.
Yes, Father.
Yes, father.
Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy, Sato, Toddy. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal
What if we
person.
kill this kid instead?
Filial was the worst of them all.
Come on.
She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
Come on. This guy dies next.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
Yes, ask the 6-year-old. Okay.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clervie. You were using all those things Clervie brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You little... You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and
Fultz
changed
is very
your dressings?
puntable.
Come on, let's
Rose
hear it
got
then.
receipts.
What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
But we don't want to die. Because we thought that we're your
Liar.
family.
You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial.
Oh my god, not the 6-year-old giving her a
Single betrayal
lecture.
can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the
Or
line.
the motherland.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clervie too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today.
Good.
If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
Why? Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. We broke the rules, plain and simple.
I don't get it, just fight her,
Now
Kappa.
we have to face the consequences. I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father. We accept our punishment.
Chapleau, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
Lives.
And so it shall be.
Murder.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only
Let's
bring
go,
us further
Linny!
away from being a real
Let's
family
go!
than we've ever been. So please, Father, please reconsider.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Linny, you...
Shut up, they have the plot armor. No, not
I
you!
also agree with Linny.
Shut up! Taco no jutsu
An
deployed.
order once given cannot be rescinded. However, Given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons and face me.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished.
Oh no.
However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. Bede. Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Lenny.
Or the three of them combined. Oh no. Not the pose.
Did you hear that, Traveler? The others have to duel the knave.
Good luck.
What should we do? Can they really win something like that? If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
That is the saddest pose, like fruity pose I've seen in a good while. Oh?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
I see. Although...
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to
locked
escalate.
in.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
I'd like to see for myself what the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers can do. We barely survived against the sixth. What are you talking about? Wait. Wait. Oh my god, not the dull blade.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
Wait. I still have my research papers. Okay,
I'll allow it.
Let's go.
We do have a ready-made
Let's
dueling ring
fight!
at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give
Oh, that's
it your
true.
all.
Skirmish is like on steroids.
And
We
you
did
may
beat
just
the
lose
8th,
your
so you
life.
know, hopefully our power multiplied by 2, or else we're, you know, fucked. No, no!
What pitiful attacks!
Why is my Scaramouche like...
I thought I taught you better. With these rising flames,
As one with wind and cloud.
and voila! What pitiful attacks! I thought I taught you better.
Going in!
This is not the
Search for it. With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory. Step right up. Here comes the finale. Look at you, trapped like a bunch of helpless animals.
Ah!
Is it my turn?
Ah!
Everybody stand back!
Swarm Fury.
How amusing.
And we just like average wander experience.
Trapped like a bunch of helpless animals. Voila! Look at me. Trapped like a bunch of helpless animals.
Ooh, ow.
bad. You've proven to be a
It's okay, it's okay. As long as she can't reach... Listen, look. As long as she can't reach me, she can't hurt me, you know? I got the high ground. That's all that matters, you know?
Getting gear.
Running is of little use.
As long as she can't touch Wonder, I'm perfectly fine. Oh no. Oh.
Now's our chance.
Now is not our chance, you fool! What part of this is our chance? Hehe. Hehe.
Your punishment made manifest.
Watch out for Fawn's movements. Look out!
Mish! Oh, they're helping us.
Squall and Fury.
Your punishment made manifest.
I'm just gonna kite her with Wonder, you know?
Now's our chance.
God damn it! I just said fuck me in the ass.
Sundown is only the beginning.
Food! Use your food. Oh, wait, where am I? Oh my god, I thought I left bounds. I was... Jesus Christ. I believe in you.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Yeah. You guys are gonna get AoE'd.
Oh, I know. No! I'm sorry, Father!
I actually got like cinematic no jutsu'd.
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Father, no!
Use the other elements, you fool!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
A crimson moon?
Oh my god.
I can't move.
Still, not strong enough to beat me. I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all.
Oh, I am
We wouldn't
loving
want
the
things to get
animation
too
for
out of
them.
hand.
He's dying.
Brother, are you alright?
Lenny,
given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
Sorry, my wanderer got one-shotted.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution.
Poison.
Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away. If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
Okay.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
No.
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar, take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
I still can't get over
Father.
it.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
Okay.
Clervie.
The walk of shame. Actually, yeah. I don't...
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clervie. That's what happened.
Oh.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's that speechless.
If this really is Clervie's younger self, then I would say she's probably had enough lies. You dead for real, for real? You went 0-1.
Huh?
You went 0-1.
That's it? You accepted it just like that?
Yep. If that's
Yep.
what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, "For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die."
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Iudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's
He thinks
exactly
like
the
how
kind of life
Venti
I was fighting
thought
for.
in the past.
You know,
about
Perry,
freedom.
I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight.
Nation of contracts.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard, playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what. Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some more, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother.
Yeesh.
It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I'd just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day. Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that?
Oh, sounds
Not
like you're
all
talking about
parents deserve
Noni.
children.
Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear
Yeah,
for your
Ito.
life actually sounds pretty great.
You tell Clervie about all the various nations. Eventually, the conversation returns to Fontaine.
The situation was super dangerous. Lily and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles.
Oh no, that must have been hard for all of you. What happened next?
Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly.
She's back.
Paimon, of course.
No, Clervie, don't go to
How'd you
college.
do that? Come on, tell me.
Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
Clervie is listening really intently to Paimon's story about her time in Fontaine. She seems really happy, like all her troubles. Maybe this is the first time she's ever been able to truly relax. But I'm not sure how long this moment can last forever.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow.
Oh.
Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
I see. As time passes, she'll probably forget everything, go back to being a scared little girl. The sun has risen. Cutscene? Oh, cutscene.
Clervie, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Clervie. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye.
Oh, she sounds like she's crying.
Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Father?
He's dying! Get him! Please!
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Aww.
Father, The bottled flames have been administered. Filial and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Lenny joining Childe in the I'm Dying Club.
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known.
That's so sad.
Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été.
Bouffe d'été.
But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas. I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that
goofy ass
throne?
pose with the holding card, with you holding
You're
the
brave,
card.
talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
No, he won't have to kill her. She'll probably just retire.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
Suicidal
You're
tendencies in
a
the
hero, Linny.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning.
My Scaramouche got one-shotted.
A duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough.
But technically,
or smart enough.
You're wrong.
You did live.
In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Okay.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents.
Is it just me, or does she have like lip
family
gloss?
Continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last.
Is that unique to her, or does every tall woman have
you want
this?
to stay? You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down.
Nice.
Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay.
She kind of just triggered us with like the Crimson Moon.
Concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks,
I see.
The House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows.
Please
we need
don't.
only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment.
Please don't hurt us.
No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
Not Kazuha with the 9 HP. I'm happy that I was wrong about her. I'm super happy that she's not, you know, evil, but a part of me also is kind of worried. Arlecchino is a good person filling the... Well, she's a lawful person that's filling the shoes of a morally ambiguous role, right? Like in a Fatui. But my concern is, like, now that that's functioned, how about the characters that are actually morally, you know, evil? Will they ever be playable is my question. Because, like, I think it's... Because Arlecchino was supposed to kind of test that status quo of morality when it comes to, like, Arlecchino. So yeah, I like that's the real question. If like the more morally evil characters are gonna be playable, because now that Arlecchino, like one of the more questionable characters, is actually shown to be a relatively good person. I think we saw that with Senora. But the thing is, Senora was also not even evil. Like, Senora was tragic. But, like, that's not evil. Ain't no way the Tora is playable. Like, Senora, I can definitely make a statement that Senora could be a playable character in the future because she was never evil. Like she was never, you know, she was never, like...
Didn't Linny say
Actually,
that
no,
when
Aster, don't say never. She's not, she's tragic, that's the word.
Maybe we should go check on them.
Yeah, she's tragic. She's not doing this for the fun of it. I can't explain it. I can't explain it in words. I'm out of English right now. But you guys get it, right? There's just a difference between Senora, Arlecchino, Scaramouche, and then whatever the fuck the Tora is, and Regrator is, and like probably the Rooster, kind of like that.
I'm sure.
But I guess in a way I'm happy that I was wrong. That, you know, Arlecchino doesn't care about the children. Blah blah blah. I'm really happy that I was disproven, right? But my only bigger concern is for the longevity of Genshin Impact. Does this actually solidify the trend that even if a character is an antagonist, it's not exactly, you know, the odds of you actually playing an evil character is not, what do you call this, is actually not possible. Yeah, the Rooster is super suspicious. Anyone that, like, uses children is, like, kind of sus. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Nah, they got this. Kazu's, like, just gonna trip and fall and, like, die to something. Genshin legally can't have any... Is that, like... I know there's like there's something about it. I just don't know if that's like true. I know it has something to do with them being a Chinese a Chinese game, but I don't even know if that's real. Maybe I'm like lying. Guys, I'm like lying. No cap. No, that's a genuine question though. If we're ever gonna have an evil playable character that's actually evil.
Lynette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
Yeah, you guys are gonna get a Project Suja video.
Much
I'm actually
better.
thinking about it.
Whew, what a relief.
What about you?
We're delving into the
Are you
history
feeling
of
alright?
human experimentations, and I'm so happy. It has been a while.
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over. Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Clervie gone? Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crucibina and Clervie. Actually, I've met Crucibina before.
Okay, we're expanding into Fremine's character stories. Let's see. Let's see if they recontextualize something from his 1 to 5.
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Yep.
Crucibina died a year after Clervie. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth.
Oh.
Crucibina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was
So we can
suffocating.
give like a 10-year
When I
gap
joined,
between
though,
him.
the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end.
Oh.
And all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Crucibina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crucibina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clervie included, were lost to the flames.
It's always
along
safe
with
to
the
assume
painful
that like all
memories
characters are young
represented.
adults. Like
Father took in Lenny and me a
20-ish.
couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crucibina or
Oh.
Clervie.
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself.
Okay.
The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
Okay.
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it.
Oh, that's true.
The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now.
Yeah, I'm also
And
thinking
that's what
that's gonna be
Father
the
told
case.
us
One
in
of
the end.
Tori's clones will be the good guy.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Don't think about that. She saved you in the end.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay.
I see.
Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Just invite us back as guests and we'll call it
Of
even.
course, you're welcome anytime.
Are Filial and Nantoy okay?
I actually
Hey,
saw them at
30
a
isn't
cafe
that
this morning.
old.
They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the
He's so
operas
young.
that started running
27.
recently.
That's actually so young.
They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
Woo! Ignis Purgatorius. Finally done. Yeah, I'd say she's around 30. No, same. That was a really good one. I love that. I love that. I love that so much that I really want to make a video just praising this story quest. I think this story quest did what a lot tackled like a lot of the story elements that a lot of story quests fail to do. Where, what do you call this? I'm so happy that they use a lot more, you know, playable characters, because those are the characters that we actually care about, and we actually got to know more about the person themselves. That's just so good.
Time to go.
So good. I can definitely, I'm personally, for me, I honestly think that, I guess as a 22-year-old, Arlecchino is definitely around 27 to 30. I'm just gonna say that. That would give like enough space for the kids. Cause like, the kids I think are around like 18 to 22. And what do you call this? Based on the fact that Hu Tao is literally running a business kappa. Okay. Let's see. Really? He's not gonna come home. He got one-shotted and now he's made a piss. Okay. Fine. Douchebag. Oh wait, can I not do math? Oh my god, I actually cannot do math. Oh, I cannot do math. I forgot. I forgot that it stopped being 6. It's 5. I am not pulling for Siege Queen, Clorant, or Sethos. I am skipping everyone for a long while, actually, I think. Yeah. I pulled Arlecchino, yeah. He's in here somewhere. Not leveled up. I literally pulled only for her. Oh, look, it's coming. I have not yet leveled you. Where is she? Where is Arlecchino? I wanted to make like a House of the Hearth team, so I'm actually gonna start farming them soon. But yeah. That's it! Arlecchino story quest while I was doing my paper. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. And if you're wondering if I'm gonna be playing Wuthering Waves, actually I am considering playing Wuthering Waves. I'm planning to do the Sino quest in the future. I'm also planning to do the Farina story quest in the future. Because I actually haven't, I told you, I was on a very long Genshin hiatus for a while. So I'm slowly coming back. I think I skipped like I skipped a lot of content. Neuvillette is still missing from me. I know I have a lot of like I stopped technically around Sumeru, and then I just like did the main story for this one. So I guess I got a lot of catching up to do. But I'm gonna take my time because Genshin, I have been burnt out from Genshin, so maybe I'm gonna try out Wuthering Waves. And let's see if it sticks. At least for trying it, yeah. And if oh my god, if I like the story, you guys are gonna get like a bunch of Wuthering Waves lore, like oversimplified. But yeah, I'm also planning to branch out this channel as well as other things in the future. Because I guess like on one hand, this channel is my creative outlet for my video essays. So I'm kind of planning to actually do a new series. No! Okay. I'm planning to do a new series. One is I wanted to stream more. I wanna make time to stream. And another one is I actually wanna do a character focus series instead of like a lore focus series. So I wanted to do a dissecting the characters like archetype series, like what makes them popular, what makes them work, how do you write them. So one that I wanted to do was dissecting the mad scientist. What makes the mad scientist trope work, what makes it not work, and what, like, you know, what are good examples of it, something like that. And then I kind of want to do like dissecting the immortal, dissecting the, you know, girl next door, something like that, where it's just the popular tropes you see in media. And then yeah, I'll see what happens. Let's see what goes on. But yeah, don't worry, I'm also very excited to make that Project Stooger video because I like human experimentation. Okay, there goes that. Might not have been what I wanted to say. But yeah, I'm also planning to do a channel actually in the future for gaming, but not in a way that you guys think. I actually usually relax with just like being silent. So, what are your thoughts on like a gaming ASMR? Like rather than hearing me talk, it's just like you can hear my keyboard.
Time to go.
Like that's honestly like another thing, just to put me in the back, put the gameplay in the background. A small fall will like technically just kill everything. Kill this guy. He's living in his last edge, you know. So yeah, I have a lot of things that I'm planning to do. If you guys are interested in that keyboard ASMR, yeah, it's most likely just gonna be a channel where I relax, you know, after a long day at school, and like after doing the Aster stuff, I just go into the channel, kind of stay quiet for a few hours, and then just like play video games, and you guys can like listen to it in the background with aesthetic music, and then just, you know, depends on your keyboard. Yeah, I actually have a bunch of it already. I just saved because YouTube is technically unlimited storage, so I kind of save like edited videos here, even if like nobody watches them. I don't really care. I'm not yet promoting them. If you can manage everything at once, yeah, it's fine. Like Aster is sorry, Aster will always be like the more heavily edited stuff. But I do want to branch out into, you know, much more easier, much easier content to create, like, you know, that gaming channel. It depends on the ASMR. Okay, for me personally, I am not going to be doing the ASMR where I speak and it's like, hi guys, welcome to another ASMR challenge. Yeah, no thanks guys. No. You're not gonna hear that. You already hear enough lip smacking, like, as it is. More so like just, you know, white noise. I personally like it whenever I work. Behind the scenes content, that depends. Like, the behind the scenes content isn't that big. It's not RP ASMR. Oh my gosh, no way. POV, you're venting and you get drunk as fuck. Yeah, that's basically it. There's a bunch of things. I guess now that I'm like tackling my internships, it actually made me realize how much because I kind of procrastinated a lot in the previous year, and actually when 2024 started. So now I am trying to get back into the groove of things. So I hope you guys are patient with me.
Time to go.
I hope nothing bad happens to me. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. That's enough rambling for today. It's 1 a.m. I have classes tomorrow and I still have this paper due. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Just become a Venti ASMR channel. Sweet lord.